It should start here. Hello, Arizona, and welcome to this episode of Valley of the Sun Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Jayson Bates, and I'm the lender who's been known to take a turn down and turn it around into an approval. Thank you for joining us today. I am once again joined by Awni, Abbas of the Abbas Group, and Chantel, and they are the core makeup of the Abbas Group. And I wanted to kind of bring them in here, and I wanted to do an interview with them so that you, the listener, whether you're listening to us on iTunes and Stitcher or wherever you listen to us on whatever medium that you choose to find me and listen to me, I do appreciate it, by the way. And if you are listening on to iTunes, please subscribe or write a review. I'd love to hear some feedback from you. And certainly if you want to reach out to the show, please email the show at valleyofthesunrealestateshow@gmail.com, or you can call me directly at 602-573-3101. But on today's episode, we're going to take the time to get to know the Abbas Group. And I feel that this is super important. As we all know, it's all about relationships. And a lot of times I think consumers or home purchasers or buyers, they don't really get to know their realtor. And so this, I felt, was a good opportunity for you to get to know the Abbas Group and why you should be using them to represent you in all your real estate needs. So, Awni, tell the audience about yourself. Well, first of all, let's just say, tell everybody how they can reach you. Let's start there.
Yes. All right. I got Chantel with me here too, my lovely fiance. Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Wonderful. You can reach us, the Abbas Group, anywhere really. I mean, you can contact us online. Quite a few different methods. buyandrentaz.com or even awniandchantel.com as well. Or call us too. So 480-788-4118.
Yes, and Awni is spelled A-W-N-I. And
yes.
then Chantel, C-H-A-N-T, is it E-L-L, Chantel?
Yes, you got it, Jayson. Good job.
Sometimes I make that mistake.
Yeah, even you
I
misspelled
add
my
an E
name.
to the. I add an E to the end. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I'll forget it.
And she's your fiance, right?
Yeah, right? I know. I'm like...
I love you.
All right, very cool, very cool. I want to jump right into this because I really respect what you guys do. I really think that you guys are really, you live real estate, you breathe real estate, you bleed real estate, and so I really want to get into the core of what makes you guys up. And so I really appreciate you guys taking this time to allow me to do that and ask you some questions here.
We appreciate that. Go for it.
All right, cool. So tell me tell me in, say, 4 words. What are the 4 best words that describe you as a person?
Wonderful.
Yes, I'll go first. I would have to say compassionate, honest, an acute listener, and very trustworthy.
Chantel's a great listener. I got to give her that. Actually, those are all great qualities. I think, I have so many words to describe us, but I think the best would be that, absolutely. And then for me, it's definitely energetic, I think funny, I think passionate. I'm very passionate with everything that I do, and very driven as well. So I think those are the 4 best words to describe myself, other than the hundreds of other words that could describe me, but primary. Yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of go along with that, and I agree with you 100%. I would say integrity would probably be a big one for me.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
You guys have great integrity and stand behind what you say and say what you mean, and I think people appreciate that.
Yes, honesty is a very good one. I want to add that. Let's make a 5th word, honesty, because we're very blunt and honest about everything that we do. We feel that it's right. Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah, and that's a quality that I know we sometimes maybe take for granted, but in real estate especially, when you're talking to somebody, and you and I, we've come across this many times, when you're talking to somebody, especially on a listing appointment, and this has been kind of one of those things over the past year that's been, I think, just overplayed by a lot of realtors because they just want to get the sign in the yard.
Yeah.
But sometimes the honesty is a tough thing to have. right? I mean, you don't want to tell a prospective home buyer, hey, you got to clean up your backyard. It looks like crap.
I do, Jason. I do. I mean, I have to be honest with them. That way, I'm setting realistic expectations, and if they don't like it, then I guess you don't have to hire me. But a lot of owners, to be honest, a lot of homeowners appreciate the honesty. So therefore they end up signing with us because we don't fabricate things. We tell it as it is. We say, hey, this is it. I can't. We don't want disappointment in the end for any party.
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's too many realtors out there who aren't honest. They're looking out for their commission check and tell clients what they want to hear just to get that listing because they think it's an opportunity to get leads and so on and so forth. But in the end of the day, you end up having a stale listing because it's been sitting out there for so long that it actually hurts you more than it helps you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now, given that with those 4 words, what actually I refer to people and I tell people when I hire assistants and I interview for people for my branch and things like that, I'll take and I know Dave Ramsey, I'll throw a little plug out there. Dave Ramsey says the same thing, is that I look for people with fire in their belly, right? I want people that don't necessarily know everything. Sometimes I kind of refer to it as ignorance on fire, right? They don't know anything, but they got this fire in their belly that they want to know everything, and they have this desire to want to get to be better at what they do. So tell me what drives you and motivates you. What is that fire in your belly, and what drives you every day to get up and reinvent yourself?
Yes, that's a great one. That's internal motivation. We've got a lot of internal motivation in us. I'm going to let Chantel start on this one here.
Yeah, honestly, Jason, for this one, it would have to be freedom for me. That is what drives me and motivates me on a daily basis. Even when I was a little girl, being the oldest of 6 kids, I pretty much raised my brothers and sisters, and seeing my parents go to work, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, working. Well, we work crazy hours ourselves, but, just as a kid, we missed out on so many things, just family trips, or they couldn't come to our events, school events. So at that young age, I was like, I knew, okay, when I get older, I want that freedom, whether it's attending my future kid's baseball game, going on a trip, just going on vacations, but financial freedom.
I agree. Freedom as a whole, and financially, for me, it's up there too. My parents are immigrants. They were refugees, so they came here to the country, and we were raised here, but raised poorly. I mean, the biggest thing is what really, really drives me is my mother. She's done so much for my family and to put us into a position where I am today because I saw the work ethics that my mother had and did everything for us while we were children and put us in private schools to get that education so that we don't end up like them, essentially. They didn't have what we have today. So for me, it's, my parents, they said, hey, we want to bring you out here for a better quality of life and get your education on so that you can be independent and free and deserve a better quality of life in your future. So I think that's a big drive for me is I always think about my mother. I love you, Mom. I always think about her, and I always think that, one day I'm going to do something for you so that you can rest happily. So that's a big thing for me. And it just comes out naturally, and I end up helping others in the end, naturally.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's a great story for both of you. I mean, your family there, Awni, that takes guts. I mean, I know we have a lot of things in our country, immigration, all kinds of issues.
Man. I mean, they came out here with a couple of bags, out to Chicago, started from scratch. I didn't have the best of things. I was made fun of as a kid. I was not popular at all. But I learned from my mother's and father's work ethics as a child, and that education is so important too, and that they wanted us to better ourselves. And that's what I just kept at. It just kept ringing in my mind that I need to do something and be something in life. And you know, that's where real estate came into play. You know, it's very it's limitless. You know, it's very unlimited. I can do many different things. I mean, real estate is it's one of the most creative businesses out there. You know, and helping others live the American dream. Come on.
That's right.
You know, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, you're very intimately in touch with the American dream, quote unquote. So
Absolutely.
that is very satisfying, no question. And Chantel, I mean, I didn't know you had 6 siblings. I mean, you had to probably scrap at the dinner table to get a pea.
Yeah.
Crying out loud, you know. So
Yeah.
that creates a lot of fire, if you will, or desire, or you know, just hey, stand up and be seen, kind of thing.
Freedom. Ultimately, it's freedom, Jason. We want that freedom.
Yeah, but freedom for what? What do you want freedom for? Elaborate that on that for me. Freedom financially to do what? Because I don't get the sense from you two that you guys will, if you had all the money in the world, I don't get the sense that you would just sit on some beach somewhere and do nothing. Right? So
Yeah, well, you're right there.
you know, you guys work. I mean, you guys work your tail off. I mean, I've been to your open houses, right? I mean, you guys are out there working it.
Yeah,
So-
but we work for ourselves, Jason. I mean, this isn't a 9-to-5 type of job. I've never been a cubicle kind of person or an hourly type of, you know, micromanagement. When I hear that word, it makes me sick. So with real estate, I can do as I please, of course, with integrity. You know, I mean, we have standards that we abide by, but I can do as I please. Even though it's not like I'm out here sipping coladas or any of that. I am working on my business. It is a business, but we can do things as we please. If I can create my schedule, you know, versus having that under the corporate balloon where, you know, they've got your 15-minute, 30-minute lunches or breaks. That's not my taste. You know, I'd rather be more of a independent contractor in life and do as I please. So it's not necessarily, hey, I'm a multimillionaire. It's more of, hey, I have the freedom to do as I please on a daily basis.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. So now, given that freedom that you're desiring and you're wanting to achieve, give your definitions of success.
Yes.
For me, it can be big or small. I think you can have multiple successes, but
yeah, there's no right or wrong answer to this.
Yeah.
I mean, this could go on and on, but
yeah, but consistently seeing your goal and understanding your goal's obstacles, whatever that may be, and creating a positive mental picture. I mean, how are you going to be successful if you're constantly doubting yourself? So just staying on track and overcoming those obstacles.
Yeah,
whatever it may be.
Success. It's to me, it's clearly achieving a goal, right? Either goals or goals and accomplishing that goal. To me, it's the satisfaction of a job well done. Right? It's not necessarily me being a multimillionaire or thinking of objectively. It's more of the satisfaction of that job well done, having achieved a purpose. You know, ultimately, it's a significant motivator for me, and to undertake and contribute to the best of my ability.
Nice, nice. So, given that your success and everything like that, and you guys have had quite a bit of success here in Phoenix, I must say.
Yeah, we've grown rapidly.
Yeah, I'm sure you're probably not where you want to be or ultimately want to be, but you guys have had some very good achievements here in the Phoenix metropolitan area. So, having said that, what makes you different from your competitors? What do you think that is, or whatever that is? What is it that makes you different from your competitors?
Well, the first thing I would definitely have to say is we are tech savvy. We are not, old school or stuck in our old ways. We love technology. We're always learning like new things that are coming out, things that can better our business. But technology, being tech savvy has really helped us.
I think for me, Jason, this question, what makes and separates us is there's a lot of variables to this, I believe.
Yes.
One, Chantel and I are very creative people. We both have an artistic background. Chantel used to be in the cosmetic industry. I mean, hair, beauty, cutting hair, that itself is very artistic. My background is art. I draw, I paint, I've got a degree in arts. And what we do is we bring these elements to our business and we create different type of marketing pieces and different events, unique things that are unique to our business, even our branding. I mean, you see, I've got pictures with guitars, and I do play guitar on the side when I have time. But we bring it to our business. So the hobbies that we have, the skills that we have, the things that we love to do, other than real estate, we mesh it with our business, and I think that really helps to show the audience out there, hey, these people are real. They're human. They're not your typical, car salesy type, hey, blazer, even though I'm wearing a blazer, but do you know what I mean? More of a lively, we're energetic, passionate, we're young, we're vibrant. And I think with all of that, that separates us. Besides that, we've got some really awesome kick-ass marketing that other realtors are actually not doing right now. And I know this because the appointments that we have with potential clients say this to us. They say, oh, I didn't even know you could do social media ads. We are very heavy on our Facebook advertising. Did you know that you can actually advertise a property on Facebook, pay for that advertisement for your client, and get that property sold? Yes, you can. And we have measured our results, and we actually have thousands of impressions and clicks on our ads. We do different things. It's not just slapping a property on the MLS. We do unique videos. Our marketing is very unique. The things that we implement in our business will make you say, wow, I didn't even think of that. So I think that really does stand out against the competition because we do get those listing agreements. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, and we like to provide that. So there's a lot. And not only that, Jason, there's other things in our lives that we're very positive about. I think, I don't know if you check out our social media. If anybody's watching this or listening, go to my page. You will see the difference between us and another individual. We are very adamant and consistent in everything that we do. That includes exercise, fitness, our work ethics, daily work, daily prospecting. These are things that we do that we feel that I would say 90% of the realtors don't.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And I would say for you guys, what separates you guys in my eyes is your adaptability, I guess, if that's a word. You guys take something and you kind of immerse yourself in it and become an expert at it. And it's not just it's like you were mentioning, the marketing, right? You get into the Facebook, you get into the ads, you become an expert at that particular item that you're focused on. And I think that, and the other thing too that I really think that really separates yourselves from your competitors is that you go cross the board when it comes to there's not an age group that you're limiting yourself to. There's not a price range that you're limiting yourself to. There's not a gender that you're limiting yourself to. You're representing, the gay and lesbian community.
Yes. Anyone and everyone, Jason. We are very open-minded individuals, right. And we don't mind helping anybody we come across. You can be 18 years old and starting out, we'll help you. You could be 90 years old and we'll help you. Chantel has a client. She's got a lovely buyer. What's his age?
He's 93.
Loves Chantel.
And
I mean, I would love Chantel too.
He still rides motorcycles, but no, I mean, it doesn't matter. Where you come from. I mean, we love different. So I think
we're just easy to.
Yeah.
I just think we're just easygoing people. You know, like easy to talk to, easy to watch, I suppose, right?
Well, and I think there's agents out there who try to say, oh, I want in the $1 million stuff, or I want this, or I want a certain zip code, or I want that. And they don't let their personality kind of dictate their business. Because, again, in this industry, people do business with people they like. And your personality just may not be a $1 million personality. It just may not. And we need to face that fact, right? I mean, I don't attend parties at the White House. So guess what? I'm not in that crowd, so I'm not going to pretend. I'm going to try to represent those people. It's not going to happen. So, and I think some agents try to be something that maybe they're not, instead of just being genuine. And so, you know, I think you guys are very genuine people.
Thank you. I think we're just being us, and it just, you know, it brightens people's days, I suppose. You know.
Yeah.
We love it. I'm open to working with anybody. Honestly, you could be the leader of the Taj Mahal. Come to me. You know, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, I mean, coming from your family, your background, Awni, I mean, I think that lends a lot. I tell people when I talk to people, you know, I lived in Ohio, I've lived in Kentucky, I've lived in Arizona, California, Colorado. I mean, I've been exposed to many different cultures. I call them subcultures, right? We're all part of the United States. But there's subcultures within our culture, and I've been exposed to all those cultures, so I can really relate. You know, being former military, being exposed to that culture, if you will. I really feel that I can relate to just about anybody, and I don't let my personality, I don't let my wishful thinking of where I want to be get in the way of who I am.
I agree. I mean, you're definitely easy to work with, Jayson, so it shows.
All right, thank you. Well, okay, so last thing here I want to kind of go over here is what impact, you know, what impact do you hope to leave with somebody when you meet that client and you have a successful close, or you represent, or you go in and have an open house? What are you hoping that they take away from Awni, even if you don't get the listing? And Chantel, what are you hoping to get that you leave them with?
Let's see. Well, I have two for that one, because I know we're in this to help people achieve the American dream, but I also would like to leave people. Fitness is something that's huge in our lives as well, and I used to be a bigger girl, so just over the years I've tweaked my diet and have consistently worked out, but that's one thing that I would like to have an impact on people, is just having
You do.
Yeah.
You definitely do.
When sometimes you don't know it, but just to live a healthier lifestyle.
Chantel inspires women. I mean, if you see, we do a lot of fitness posts, and that's one thing. She likes to leave that type of impact. I think with real estate, our biggest impact, even if we don't get the listing or the client, the biggest impact for us is educating and informing others. That education, that's just a big thing for me, is if I leave your property today, you will know more, much more than you had before I leave the property, right? So if anything, it would be educating others about the market, the process, education.
Education. I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's vitally important, and I think that's what most people who are seeking the advice of a realtor, that's really what they want. They want to be educated. What
Absolutely.
do I see? You know, what can I do? Tell me how to guide me, or help me guide me through this, my position, whatever that current situation might be.
I absolutely love to inform and educate others about the real estate, even realtors and agents. You know, I mean, I have a team, Jayson. Oftentimes, I'm helping the agents. I'm educating them. I'm teaching them systems, in place. It's not just our consumers, but it's the agents as well. If there's one thing that I want to leave is you knew something more than you did prior to knowing me.
Yeah.
Because you will.
Yeah, no, I think that, like I said, I think that's so important, and I think that they will come away with all those things that we talked about, those adjectives that we use to describe you, right? Honesty and integrity and all those other things. I think they'll come away with as well when they meet you.
I love it. I love it. I mean, there's just so many little things that we do in our daily lives that we impact others. I feel, I mean, it's even the smallest things, Jayson, not just real estate, but giving money to homeless vets or even homeless people. I always do that. That's a thing that my mother would and I get this from my mom, because every time she sees a homeless person, doesn't matter who he is, she's always giving them money. It doesn't matter. She's like, no matter what, you don't know their situation, give them the money, give them the food. You don't know their situation. Drugs or not, whatever the case is, give them that, because that could be you. So that always synced in my mind, so I've always helped. I've always had that help in me to help others, help ourselves and others.
Well, and that's why you're in what you're in. That you're helping people. It's perfect. That's
perfect way to help people.
This is what we're doing, is we're helping people. Buy and sell homes. The largest investment that anyone could make is real estate, and I think that's huge.
I do too. I think it's huge, and we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier too. It takes guts. It takes guts to be in this business. It really does. I mean, especially given what it's. I mean, Phoenix. I mean, let's think about this. Put it in perspective here a little bit. Phoenix has been the epicenter of this gigantic storm that's happened in our country, in the world, when it comes to real estate, right? So to be a part of that and move through that and just put on your hat, your smiley face every day, it takes guts. It takes real guts.
It has, man. I mean, I've been in this industry for about 13 years now, so I've been through that economy crash. A lot of other realtors, loan officers that I knew in the past no longer made it to the business, so they completely left the business, but I never gave up. I'm always, I will persevere, whatever I do. Real estate, art, fitness, whatever it is, I will persevere. So I never stopped. I really never stopped. I never gave up, and look where we are today. So we've got 300% growth in our business, and I'm humble about it. I'm very happy, and I'm very grateful for what we have today.
Yeah.
But it comes from us and our drive and our internal motivation.
Absolutely. Well, hey, I've really enjoyed getting to know both of you a little bit better today. I found out some things that I didn't know before, and I've been doing business with you for a long time. So we need to have more conversations like this.
I know, Jayson. Yeah. I sure have stories. I'm sure you've got stories too. So it's lovely.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate you guys opening yourselves up. It takes a lot of guts to do that as well. Especially, you don't know what's going to happen and all that kind of stuff. But I think getting to know you better, I think, is a good thing. I really cherish that. That's good.
Thank you. We appreciate you having us tonight.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Yeah. No, you're welcome. Absolutely. Anytime, and we're going to do some more. So again, if anybody out there listening wants to reach out to the show, by all means, reach out to the show by emailing me at valleyofthesunrealestateshow@gmail.com or calling me at 602-573-3101, or you can follow me on Twitter at Jayson, Jayson Bates, Bates, just like the motel, Bates Motel, if you're old enough to know that. That's the younger crowds, and then they're like, huh, what are you talking about? Bates Motel, what is that?
Yeah, no, there's a show on Netflix on that, isn't there? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a Bates Motel. It's a big Norman Bates, psycho movie thing.
Yeah.
So, and that was my nickname in the Marine Corps too, was Norman, for that very reason.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, thank you again for being part of the show. Really appreciate it. We're going to do some more shows, obviously, and get the word out there about what's happening here in Phoenix by the local experts. and really get in tune with the pulse of Phoenix, if you will.
Fantastic.
So tell everybody again how they can reach you, maybe how they can get a copy of your book or whatever.
Yes.
Do your thing.
Yes. Okay. So many forms of reaching us. You could go to awniandchantel.com, AWNI, and then Chantel, CHANTELL, awniandchantel.com. You can get a free book through the website. Fill out the contact form. I'll send you a book. Or on social media, Twitter the Abbas Group. Okay, Twitter the Abbas Group there, and on Facebook, Abbas Group.
Perfect.
Many forms.
All right, fantastic. And if you want to reach out to me, I can certainly put you in contact with Awni. So whatever works for you folks, by all means. If you've listened to us on iTunes, please rate and review us. I really appreciate that. Feedback is always good for the show. And if there's anything that you would like to hear us talk about in real estate, in regards to real estate, or maybe some other topic, I don't know that we get too topic, but you never know. But if you'd like for us to talk about something else, please reach out to the show. We'd love to hear your suggestions out there. Once again, thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to what we have to say. We really put a lot of time and effort into making a show that's of value to you. So we really appreciate your time there. All right, I think that's it. Guys.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having us.
Bye.
All right, take care. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Take it easy.
See ya.
Bye now.